Hi everyone and welcome to this week's workout. Who'd have thought after all the weather we've had recently that I would be standing outside on the terrace in February and filming a lovely workout. So I am going to brave it and take my socks off, although I really didn't want to. I am going to keep my sweatshirt on however, because although the sun is shining there is a little bit of a chill in the air, so I hope the wind noise is okay on the microphone and that we have a lovely workout here. Today we're going to do the workout in two halves. The first half is going to be focused on love your legs and the second half is going to be more core. So a real focus on legs and core today. So starting off without me waffling on too much, we're going to take our usual stretch up just to get everything moving and pull down and again lift up and pull down and down. Just comb our hair, gently easing out through the arms. So although we're working legs and core, we are going to be incorporating arms and things with it. So we just need to get them loose as we go. Good. Let's take some knee lifts now. Lift, just nice and gently, easing through, and then out to a diagonal and out. Good. And we're doing love your legs, not only so that we have lovely strong legs, we have a nice shape to our legs, out to the side again, but we also have strong legs, strong muscles around the legs which help to protect the knees and the hips as well as we go. Good, come back in front. I can't talk and do complicated spiel at the same time as thinking about where my legs are going. Good, take a little sway to the side and add in a little hamstring curl just to warm up through the hamstrings. 8 of those. And then just do a little sway, but really emphasising a bend and a straighten up through the other side. Lovely. Let's go back to those hamstring curls and add in our usual pull back through the arms. And 7 and 8. Good. And then just take some knee lifts in front again. Perfect. Good. Excellent. Good. Come towards a chair. I should have told you at the beginning. I'll put it in the blurb to have a chair nearby. And just take some forward and back swings through the leg to loosen off through the hip, through the glutes and the hamstrings before we get going. And change legs onto the other side, having a lovely swing through as we go. Very, very nice. It's lovely to be back out here. We are moving back to the UK, so we're going to leave this beautiful paradise behind, but we're looking forward to I'm looking forward to starting the exercises up in my studio and doing some videos from there, which will be lovely too. Good. Just pop your legs down now. Lift your right leg up, checking you haven't sunk into that hip, and just take some little pulses through here, feeling a stretch down the back of your leg and feeling strength through the front of this thigh. Beautiful, lovely, and then let your foot go all the way down, working through your foot, using the muscles in your ankle and your feet to push your leg up and then get it all the way back down through that foot. Good, and then up and pulse again, and you can feel now muscles in your thighs contracting with this hard work, and pop it down. On the other side now, so take a little swing first. I forgot what I was doing then briefly. It's just so beautiful out here. The sky is just brilliantly blue. Hope you can see that. You can just about hear the sea in the background, which is lovely. And then take our little pulses up and down here, keeping that knee going up and down, keeping supported through the other leg. Feel those muscles contracting. Feel the muscles helping underneath your leg too, up through your glutes, and then work all the way down through that foot. Lovely, keeping your posture under control. Brilliant. Good, well done. We're now going to turn away from the chair, bend our knees, keeping the knees bent. Let's stretch out down the top of our legs into a forward curl. So it's also rounding and stretching our back out, but our focus, our thoughts are on the backs of our legs. Walk your hands out into a downward dog. And very gently, because we're at the beginning of the class, just ease through your lower calf muscles there. Drawing your shoulders back and down, pulling up through your abdominals. And then bend your knees and walk your hands back up, uncurl and find your chair once more. Brilliant. So just have a little thought about our postural muscles before we go on. So just bending our knees, take a little hollow and tuck under through that. Just getting our pelvic muscles warm. Lovely. And then with an in, starting with an in, take a few little curls around, just so that we can begin to think about what is happening through our postural muscles, through the core, whilst we're working our legs, and back the other way. Perfect. Come back up through the middle, lift up through your body, shoulders back and down. Bring your leg in now. We're going to have our knees together, and on the supporting leg we're just going to rise up and down, up and down, up and down, up 4 times, and then take that knee out and in 4 times, 2, 3, and rise up onto our toes, lift. I have hardly any weight pushing through the chair, it's just helping my balance, and then take that knee out, in, out, in. Keep this knee lifted this time and bring it forward and through to the front. Stretch your foot and push that lower leg forward and back, keeping your shoulders back and down. Lovely, pushing it out. Excellent, trying not to let that upper leg move, keep it nice and tall, nice and high, and then leave your leg out, making sure you haven't dipped on one side. Just lift and lower without touching the floor, or if you want to make it a little bit easier for yourself, do touch the floor in between. Good, lovely. To work the inner and outer thighs, do a similar thing, going out to the side, still maintaining the lift on the other side. Perfect. Good. And pop it down and pop your chair on the other side. So making sure you haven't leaned into your chair, pull up through your body and just take a little leg swing here just to loosen off that hip, because we work quite hard through the supporting leg and through the supporting hip as we go. Good, excellent. Bring that leg back in now through this side, and let's just take, to start off with on this side, let's go out to the side 4 times, just to get the brain thinking another way, and then onto our toes, up, down, up and down, up, down, up, out to the side, lift, down. There's a dog having fun on the beach, don't know if you can hear that. And then lift and lower, up, down, up. It's really quite hard to lift your body up through that leg and down. Let's do it once more on this side. I think we only did it twice on the other side, but it's quite good. And then let's lift and lower again. All these are hard, pushing up through. And you can put both legs down at this point if you'd rather. Good. Lift your knee up in front of you now. Good, and just stretch out and in. Using those lovely thigh muscles up here to really keep your leg nice and high, and then using your hamstrings to ease out through the leg there, making sure we don't sink onto this hip. Lovely. Great. Leave it out and lower and lift. Lower and lift. Perfect. Good. Keep everything pulled in and up. Shoulders back and down. Fantastic. And just have a little swing through to finish it off. And then just pop your chair to one side and we'll go into our deep squats. Now here, if you want to increase the work you do, pick up your weights, although I want the focus to be down through your legs. So without further ado, let's get on with our deep squats, pushing down through our heels. Lovely, weight going down through both feet. Our sitting bones are going down with us. And we're taking a lovely deep squat and up, down and up. Again, do it with or without the arms, with or without the weights. Listen to your own body, push yourself to your own degrees that you want to work. Good. Fabulous. Let's do a few more. Down and lift, down and lift, down and lift, down and lift. Pop your weights down in front of you to do the bottom out lift. So keeping your chest nice and high. We haven't done squats for a couple of weeks, so I thought I'd better add some in this week. Down, take your bottom down behind you. Remember, as if you're sitting on a low stool. Up, down, lift. And remember, we haven't talked about music for a while, but if you have a favourite few tracks you want to put on a playlist, and just have the music playing in the background, it might just jivvy you along a little bit as we go. Good. From here, you can either hold on to one weight or no weights, but we're going to take a deep squat out to the side and then bring our right foot in, step behind you and take a lunge behind. So we're going down, lift, back, lift, holding a weight in the hand of the side you're working if you want to make it a little bit harder. Good, forward and back and down. So we're not lunging, we're taking our weight down both legs and then both. Remember, as we step back, the weight is going down through the heel of our front foot, so we're not pushing our shin forward at all. Our bottom is going out a little bit, but not too much. Our chest is lifted. Good, stay out here now, hold the weight in both hands to take some little squats here. Lovely, take your left foot out a bit further. Stay down here, keep your chest lifted. Bring that left foot back in. Have a few little presses here. Take it out a bit further. And we're going to get our brains ready to repeat all of that section, but on the other leg. So come back up, change the weight to the other hand to do a deep squat. Step back, down. And if you want to work harder, you want to get your knee at the back close to the floor, but I'd rather the technique was right. Good, so keep your shoulders back, keep your chest up. So bend as deep as you can. Bend as deep as is comfy. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. This is fun, isn't it? And how to ruin a lovely sunny morning. Lovely, stay out, hold the weight in both hands. Lovely, chest up, back through your heels with your weight, shins are back, knees are going out over your toes. Take your right foot out a little bit. Oh, this is lovely. I can barely talk and do it at the same time. Whoops, nearly fell over as well. Weight forward. Good. And out. So push that weight down through your heels, but keep your feet firmly on the floor. Bring that foot in again. Lovely. And then come up and pop your weight down to one side. Perfect. Lift your arms up to do alternate knee lifts. Coming in here. So movement we do a lot just to get the side core working. Fantastic. Now similar, but let's do our windmill arms with straight legs. Pull those toes back towards you, and hopefully by the time we finish this section your legs will have had a little pamper all of their own. Lovely. And then bend. Fabulous. Think about your posture, keeping your body upright. Lovely strong legs, helping to make lovely strong knees for whatever other sports you might do, or just for going on that lovely long walk. And straight arms and straight legs. Pull your toes back towards you if you want to. I'm actually getting quite warm out here now. It's very nice. Good. And let's just go back to our chairs. Bring it in. I'll face mine, but you can do yours side on. We're just going to go up onto our toes. Thinking about the muscles in the front of our feet. Thinking about our calf muscles. Just pushing up and down. And then going up and just bouncing down to halfway. Under control. Easing our feet out each time. Feeling the work deep in our calf muscles. Shoulders are back and down, body is upright. Lovely. And go down. Moving your chair just out of the way, we're going to do a sort of burpee and build it up. So we're going to curl down to the floor, bending our knees. And we're just going to walk out into a high plank to start us off. Good. From here, bring one foot in, the other foot in, stand up and up. Curl down, down, take one leg out, the other leg out, in, come up, up. So down, down, out, in, stand up, and keep doing that if you want to, or if you'd like to just make that a little bit harder, we're going to curl down, jump our feet out, bring them in, and jump up. So do whichever version you prefer. So if you're going to do the harder version, off we go, down, jump, in, stand up, and jump. Curl down, jump out, come in, stand up. I don't know how elegantly I can do this. And jump. Down, burpee, in, and down, burpee, in, jump. Down, down, out, in, and jump. Have a little breather there, and we'll come back to those a little bit later on. Well done. We're ready now to go into the more core section of this workout. Okay, so I hope our legs are feeling good after that 15 minutes of leg work. We're now going to work on our core. We're going to start off curling down into downward dogs, going forward into high planks and doing some leg lifts in our high planks, and then we're going to come back up through the downward dog up to standing a couple of times before we then go back to doing the burpees that we've just been doing. So remember to use your own version of planks, do whichever one you prefer, and also to, when we come to the burpees, to do the slightly easier version if you'd rather. Okay, so off we go. We're going to do all of these with control through our core. So curling down through your body into that lovely downward dog. We can now stretch our calves a little bit more because we've done lots of lovely leg work. So you can push those heels towards the floor, have your ears back by your upper arms. Then walk your hands out into a lovely high plank. My hood has got stuck on my ponytail. So I've got control through my core. I've spread my fingers out to help take the weight through my wrists, but I am lifting my own body weight up. I'm going to take some lovely straight leg lifts, but these are optional. Keeping that leg as lovely and straight as you can, keeping your thigh, knee and hip facing the floor. Tummy is toned, I'm breathing normally, and I'm looking at my mat just down between my hands. Lovely. I'm then going to curl back up into my downward dog. Lovely. I'm going to bend my knees well, come all the way up and all the way up. We're going to do that again. So curl down, bent knees, walk your hands out into the downward dog. Push your hips and your bottoms up to the ceiling. Have your ears by your upper arms, but draw your shoulders back and down. Then ease those heels towards the floor. Feel that lovely stretch. Feel the control through your core. Walk out to our high plank. Keep our wrists under our shoulders. Keep our tummy toned. Shoulders back and down. And look just in between your hands. Lift alternate legs if you want to, keeping your body as steady as you can and not holding your breath. Good, well done. Come back up through that downward dog, walk your hands back. Have a lovely stretch there. Feel the difference in the two moves. Draw your shoulders back and down. Curling back up. And this time have a lovely stretch when you get there. We're going to do a lovely burpees move now. So we're going to curl down, walk our hands out into that high plank to get us going. So from here, propel yourself forward or pull alternate legs in one at a time and stretch up and jump. Out, in, stretch. It's worth doing the weekly workout this week just to see me trying to do these as elegantly as I can. I really don't like these, as you can probably tell, but they do fulfill a good purpose. But don't overstrain, do the easier version we walked through earlier, if you'd rather. One more. Excellent. From here, walk to the end of your mat. And just curl yourselves back down. If you can, and it's not too late, have your Pilates ball fairly nearby, and now pop it in between your thighs. Good teacher would have told you to have that ready a little bit beforehand. I was too busy thinking about the burpees. So feet are fairly close to your bottom, tummy's toned, strong tuck under. We're going to lift our hips up and down. Excellent. Keeping our tummies toned, pushing up onto our upper shoulder blades but no higher. Weight going equally through our feet and through our upper body. We're not pushing our tummy button up to the ceiling, we're pushing our hip bones up, keeping our tummy beautifully flat as we go. We're now going to go up, push a little bit higher, push a little bit higher, and then come down. And the reason we've put a Pilates ball, if you have one, between our upper thighs is this helps us to tone through the pelvic floor as we do this. The very act of keeping the ball there just helps us tone through the pelvic floor at the same time. Good, so come through, a bit higher, and now just go up and down, feeling that work in the front of your legs, which is going with everything we've just been doing, making it even harder through your legs, but we're focusing on our core around here at the moment. Good, excellent, and come down and stay down. Pop the ball between your knees, take your feet out a little bit further, and just take your arms overhead. The arms overhead is actually optional. You don't have to put your arms here, but if you can, that would be lovely. And we're just going to bring our knees in and pop them down. And we're going to not move our legs at all apart from bending from our hips. Good. And it's really hard to keep the lower back on the floor. Now if you've watched the how-to video when I've said about having a chair around for your abdominal exercises on the floor, this is where you could just be taking them into the chair and back if your abdominals or your lower back aren't quite strong enough, or if you have a problem there. It would be a great way to do this exercise. So have a little experiment with that. Again, you don't need the ball between your knees, but it does help if you have one just to pop it there. It just tones your inner thighs at the same time. Good. From here, we're now going to do an old favourite, tennis ball under our chin, imaginary tennis ball, keeping our head in a good place. Lift up to get your ball and take it back. Pop your ball between your knees and just take your hands back. Lift. If you do these regularly, you'll be well used to this movement by now. Lift, get the ball. And you don't have to have straight arms. You could have slightly bent arms as well. And just take the arms back to a comfy position for you. So lift, keeping your chin in a good place. Lift. Did you see them? My left side was very lazy. It let the right side grab my ball. I can't talk and do it at the same time. And lift and down. Perfect. From here, take the ball to your left knee and bring it back. Again, bent arms if you'd rather. And again, if your feet are on the chair, they can stay on the chair for this one. And down. And lift and down. And lift and down. And lift. And down. Good. Let the ball go now. Bring your arms back down. We don't need the ball again, so you can let it roll away. Let's go into our lovely scissor legs and take our arms out to the side with our palms facing up. As our scissor legs are working, we're going to open and close our arms, but we're going to keep our lower back on the floor. So remember, easier versions for this are keeping your knees bent. Harder version is the further away you can get that long leg, the better. And pull the knee right into your chest, but you must keep your lower back on the floor. Perfect. Good. Excellent. Fabulous. And come back down. We're now going to roll over and do a low plank. So again, remember the variations you can do. Have a look at the how to plank video if you've forgotten. But we're going to pop our elbows underneath our shoulders and stretch our feet out behind us. We can either stay in this low plank Or we can roll onto one side, come back through and roll onto the other side. Having a lovely stretch, opening the chest up. Lovely, lovely reach and come round. Oh, these are so tough, but I'm looking and focusing on the beautiful sky. Who'd have thought this was early February? I think we've got a storm coming, and then come down and back into child's pose to release off. Beautiful. Let's now lie down onto our tummies, relax our bodies into our mat, draw our legs long behind us, beautifully toned legs, just to take a couple of lifts. I know this isn't working our core particularly, but it is getting down into our lower back, which is part of our core. Lovely, keep those going. And then let's do a lovely cobra push-up to wherever your comfy position is. It might be here, it might be down there, but if you can, push on up, really stretch out those abdominals and come back down, drawing your shoulders back and down. And let's take one more of those. Staying up here, having that beautiful stretch, looking straight in front of you and going down and down. Well done. Let's have a lovely stretch after all that hard work and finish this week's workout off. Well done. So we're going to start our stretch today sitting, and imagine someone is just pulling your body up out of itself. Have the soles of your feet together and just have a lovely sit up here. Pushing your knees with your elbows just gently out and having a lovely stretch in your hips through there. I say lovely in inverted commas for all of these because I know sitting up straight and working our hips is really, really hard. So now let's just bring our knees in and let's lie down on our backs and give our legs and our body a beautiful stretch down here. So have one leg bent and stretch the other leg out. Draw down through our abdominals and stretch the opposite arm out to the left. My Pilates board. Stretch an opposite arm out to leg and pull the toes back towards you of that leg. So your heel comes off the floor slightly. Have a beautiful stretch down through and stretch that arm back as far as you can. It might be up here, it might be down there. And then just do a little swap and stretch out through the other side. Lovely. Come back through, take your arms out to the side, turn your palms around and just bring your arms over so they touch the other side. So you just have a lovely upper back stretch there and release down through. Bring your arms to your side, pop one ankle on top of the other hip and stretch in. Fantastic. Keep the top leg up, hold on to either your calf or your thigh but not your knee. Pull your toes back towards you and have a lovely stretch through there. Fabulous. Take it down and do a little swap over. Lift the other leg up, draw that leg back towards you, tummy's tucked down, shoulders relaxed. Pop that leg back down onto the floor and in. Just bring both knees in onto your chest. Cross your ankles if that's more comfy. You don't have to have your knees bent in that really open position for the knee joint. You can have them a little bit up here if you'd rather, so listen to your own knees. Pull your tummy down, and if you want to increase that stretch, as always, lift your head and shoulders, tennis ball under your chin, rounding your back, and then relax down, roll up to sitting. Have a little stretch through here if you'd like to. She says if you'd like to, nobody likes to. And then come up, and just come to standing, bringing yourself back into the here and now. Have a lift up overhead, pull your arms down. Well done. I hope you enjoyed that combination of legs and core on the floor. And yeah, just enjoy. Try and get it done a couple of times a week at least if you can. 3 would be perfect, but if you're doing other stuff, once is great too. As I say, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.